Well, hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. It's me, John, aka Nosy. Oh, Nosy Vlogs. Back for a vlog. To be honest, we might as well make that video saying the last vlog until Christmas completely void now, because this is the second vlog, I think, since I made that one, because I made that in retrospect, I guess, or I made that kind of like looking at what potentially could have been, and that's obviously not really come to fruition as much as I thought back then. Because when I made that vlog saying, that's entitled "This is the last vlog until Christmas," was because that was literally just before I started my Christmas hours, and looking at the rota and what was down on the rota, it looked like I wouldn't have much spare time, and I probably wouldn't have many days off or any time to really make videos. That has actually, things have changed a little bit at work. It has been bloody busy. I'm not going to say it hasn't, but it's been pretty ridiculous. But I have managed to get at least 2 vlogs out before Christmas, which is actually not too bad. Yeah, I thought there would be a lot of dead air until at least Boxing Day, maybe. But anyway, this will, I just thought to just make a vlog. There's no massive main subject matter to this one. I just wanted to have a little chin wag. I don't need an excuse for one of them, but, but I hope everybody's well. I hope everyone's getting ready or nearly ready or getting there somewhat for Christmas, which is literally just around the corner now. I've got all my Christmas gifts all done. Let me just spin you around. So there's all the presents. That some of them have gone because I've given my good bud Smithy. I gave him his last week when I saw him. So the ones that are still here is I need to see Sam Boy, Jubzer Firestone, my good friend Sam. Some of them are for him, some are for my dad and Jackie, and this big one here is for me, apparently. But yeah, so I'm all done with the Christmas shopping. So yeah, I'm all done with the Christmas shopping, and I actually surprised myself this year because, I didn't think I would. I didn't think I would be on top of Christmas because of my hours being so ridiculous. But yeah, basically, Amazon is my friend. Like I said, Amazon this year has definitely been my friend. Yeah, I didn't think I would. I really didn't think I would be on top of everything, but I started all my Christmas shopping literally in November. Actually, no, I bought it all. Basically, me and Smithy was having our usual at mine, and in one big, well, I bought a couple things. I started the Christmas shopping off. I bought a couple things earlier that day. Literally started my Christmas shopping that day. I met up with Smithy. We usually meet up, get the bits that we need, and stuff like that, and then come back to mine. And so yeah, I got my dad something and Jackie something, and that kind of like, steamrolled it basically. So I got my first 2 gifts literally that day. That I think it was like a week before my birthday. I think it was a Saturday before my birthday or something like that. When I actually bought my first 2 presents, and I thought, right, so that's them done. And then I went on Amazon as you do. And literally in one big final swoop, I just bought everything off Amazon. Just literally everything. I got Christmas cards, because literally there's no point in me buying one of those big boxes of Christmas cards, the generic ones, like you can get, like the big boxes. There's no point because I don't really get, there's only my dad, Jackie, and a good bud Sam and good bud Sam and my good bud Smithy that I actually buy Christmas cards for, because they usually they usually give me a Christmas card, so I always buy Christmas cards for what I receive, and it's usually just mostly my dad, Jackie, and a couple friends at the moment, but my dad is the one that usually sorts out other family members on behalf of me and my dad, by getting cards and stuff. And that's usually what we do around this time of year. When we receive a Christmas card, we send one out, so on and so forth. Just one big swoop. Literally, I think it was like literally the week before my birthday, and I bought it all there and then. Got my dad's, got Sam's, got Jackie's. I got a couple of extra things about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I got 2 things extra, and they came like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So literally, I'm all done with my Christmas shopping. Everything's wrapped. Smithy, I gave Smithy his, literally last week. So he has his already, because last week I had a last minute, very last minute night out last week, last Saturday. I was working last Saturday, but luckily I managed to finish about 3 o'clock in the afternoon last Saturday, and I got home from work and I noticed I had a message off of, a message, as I got home, I messaged Smithy, what we're doing, and we're doing our usual, or whatever you, if you want, we can meet up, do whatever, because I had the Sunday off of last weekend, so I was off the Sunday, so I just put it out there, and then Smithy come back to me saying that he was already going out with a couple friends, more his end of where we live, and he invited me out as well, and I thought, you know what, I haven't been out for a proper night out in a pub for ages. When you're fed up with work and literally just worn out, and you've seen nothing but home, work, you've seen nothing else in between, it starts to kind of starts to make your mind go a bit funny. So I needed it really. I needed a bit of way to just get it out of the system. So I did. Went out last Saturday, went into a pub called Ravensor, which is East Hull, which is the other side of Hull from where I live. And went in a pub called Ravensor. There was me, another guy we know called Sam, not Sam, she was a Firestorm Sam, a friend of Smithy's that is also called Sam. We call him Little Sam, because he is little, So Little Sam was out, and I think a guy called Frank, who was an old school friend of Smithy's. So us four, should I say, we all met up. I went to his house, dropped off Smithy's Christmas presents and stuff, had a couple of drinks at his. Went when I walked to the pub, and then we ended up staying in there all night. Stayed in there all night. Played some darts. I'm not a massive fan of darts, but I thought, well, why not? Played some games of darts, and it was a good night. It was a good night. It was a good laugh. Definitely well needed. Definitely, it was needed. It was a nice distraction. So that was last Saturday. As for this weekend, obviously today's Friday of this vlog being recorded and uploaded. So I'm off today and tomorrow, but I'm having to work Sunday, unfortunately. There should be a law against that, really, but unfortunately, because this is literally, obviously, it's the last. Literally, Christmas is next week. It's on Thursday. So this Thursday coming is Christmas Day. So I'm literally, I've got today off, tomorrow off. I'm in Sunday. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm in Christmas Eve. But hopefully it might be an earlier. I'm hoping it's an earlyish finish because I don't want to be too late coming home for Christmas Eve. So yeah, Christmas Eve I'm working, but hopefully I'm hoping it'll be an earlier finish. Um, so yeah, so I'll be coming home. Not be Won't be doing too much. Probably watch some TV. Festive stuff. Have a few drinks on the night, and then obviously Christmas Day and all that, and all the shenanigans of Christmas Day. Um, I'm kind of glad that Christmas is literally only a few days away now because it has. I know people see probably if you've watched my last couple of vlogs, I have spoken about work and I have spoken about my hours and everything a couple of times, and I don't want to be that person that sounds like a moaning Nancy, but it has. If anybody's worked in factory work, because obviously I work in a factory, and specifically food production sort of section of factory working. Obviously, this time of year, like for most businesses, of course, it's going to be very, very busy. It's Christmas, and especially when we're working in food production, of course, there's a lot of demand for food at Christmas, of course. So I'm not surprised it's so busy. But it has literally been ridiculous. The hours I've been like I've mentioned this at least once before, but the hours I've been averaging between anywhere from 12 to about 15, 16 hour days, depending. So by the time by the time I finish work and get home, because it's like a good 30-minute drive for me to get. Oh, it's an hour. It's an hour round trip for me to go to work and come home, give or take. So 30 minutes there in the morning, 30 minutes back in the night. So by the time I get home, it is like 14, 15 hours since I've been out the house and starting work at 6:30 every morning. So yeah, so I'm up between around about 5:30 in the morning, set off about 22 quarter to 6, start work at 6:30. And then working right through till about 7 or 8 o'clock on the night, and then getting home between half 8, 9 o'clock. Which, yeah, there's not much room for sleep. That old-fashioned thing called sleep. There isn't much time for it, and I need to get something to eat as well involved. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a mad few weeks. Well, say altogether, it's like 4 or 5 weeks. Because it started the last week of November. It literally starts. I think it started literally the day before my birthday. I think. So like I think it was I don't know whatever that Monday was of the final week of November. That is when it started. So basically, I think it was, So, yeah, unfortunately, right through my birthday, I was working, and all that. So, about 5 weeks altogether, of this Christmas rota altogether. But good thing is, I think we have about 3 or 4 days off for Christmas because of how it lands, because of the way, the date and everything. Because obviously, Christmas Day is a Thursday, and Thursdays are normally my day of working. So I'm working Wednesday. That's why we're in Sunday this weekend, because it's technically 4 days. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're technically getting a full 4 day week, which is normal for us at my place. We only have to work 4 days normally. So we're actually getting an actual full week in. But unfortunately, we have to go in on the Sunday because of that, because of the way the dates are. So, but yeah, so I'm glad when I go into work on Sunday, it's literally just Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that's it. Then we break off, and then we go back in. Anyway, we'll go back in the Monday after Christmas, I think. And then we're working until New Year's Eve, New Year's Day off, and then back in from the 2nd of January. And we're back to normal! Yay! We're back to normal, so I don't have to work a Friday and everything, so I can actually have my weekends again. And then I can start making videos again properly, and I can start having a proper structure again, with like making videos and live streams and all that kind of jazz. Until next Christmas. And then obviously in between that I can get things sorted out for like TF Nation. I need to get a holiday request form sorted out within hopefully within the first week of January. Try and get it in as early as possible for August. Well, it's the end of July. TF Nation this year. It actually is the end of July into August. So it's actually quite early this year, because I don't know why, but it's earlier than normal. So I'm kind of hoping it won't be too much of a problem like it was this last August this year, because I had a lot of problems trying to get TF Nation off this year. So I'm hoping I don't have the same problem next year. So I'm going to try and get that holiday request in as soon as I can within like the first week of January, so that it's in and it's there. I'm hopefully kind of getting there first come first serve scenario. Yeah, and then obviously I'm going away again in 2026. Hopefully, going abroad with a couple of friends. But we're not doing America again, obviously. Obviously, America was kind of like a one-off for a while, which was this year again, which was back in September. So we're not doing. I think it's going to be Spain. I think it's going to be somewhere in Spain again at the moment, but it's still kind of up in the air. We're still kind of like weighing up options of where to go. It's going to be a bit more of a cheaper affair this next year, but it's going to be hopefully, obviously, Smithy, a work friend of mine called Matty, he's up for it, and a mutual friend of me and Smithy, he's thinking of going as well. Phil. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up with names. So there could be about 4 of us going away next year, which is a bit more different than just being me and Smithy all the time. So I've got holiday coming up hopefully in the new year, probably around September again. Yeah, and then what else I don't know. See what happens. See what comes up for next year when we get there. But yeah, I mean, I would like to do a download festival next year, but it's looking like at the moment I'm going to be like a solo traveller if I did it, and I've never been to a music festival on my own. So if anybody's watching this and I've been to a music festival on their own, give me some tips, give me some pointers of what I should do. Because obviously there is Facebook groups. I know there's like a Facebook group that's like a fan base one for download. So, but end of the day, I'm a bit cautious around people I don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit cautious around people I don't know because I have a bit of a trust issue with people in general. I know it sounds awful to say that, but I do have a bit of a trust issue until I get to know somebody. Or yeah, I don't know. It's just the way my mind works. I have a bit of a trust issue with people until I get to know them. Because I've been messed about with quite a lot of times by people in my life, and that's obviously had repercussions on my mental health in a way. And because of that, I'm very careful around people I've never met before. So, yeah, but, that's not a bad thing. I don't see that as a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit cautious around somebody who's new, because you just don't know who they are. You just don't know who they are deep down until you get to know them. I know it sounds judgmental what I've just said, but unfortunately that's the world. You've got to be careful these days. But yeah, I mean, I would love to go to Download Festival next year because the lineup is incredible, and I haven't got my ticket for it, and I know apparently the tickets are selling quite fast for Download next year. Uh, so I don't know whether I'll even be able to get my ticket in time. I don't know, but I will be doing. I want to do camping, so I don't want to do the whole hotel thing because it's going to be too expensive with like taxis back and forth to the hotel. So I actually want to do, the whole thing, like actually go camping. So I want to do like at least out of the five or I want to do either the 5 days or the 3 days camping. So that's something I would like to do next year, but it's depending if anybody else I know that is going that I can maybe go with, or at least pitch my tent next to, because obviously I'm on my own. I'm a bit more of a prime target for people like looting my stuff. So what I'm thinking about doing is like, travel pretty light, and basically just carry everything in a backpack and just take it with me. End of the day, the worst case scenario is somebody slashes or causes damage to my tent. That's the worst case scenario. But at least all my personal effects are on my person, like my phone, my wallet, money, for instance, and everything else is on my person. So I think the best case scenario of like going to a music festival on my own would be to pack light as possible, change of clothes, of course. So plenty of change of clothes to last about 5 days. Wash stuff, which is like basic toothpaste, toothbrush, maybe some wipes, like refreshing wipes and stuff for hygiene purposes. And then just some snacks and stuff like that I can easily put in a backpack. So I might have to see, but we'll see how things go. We'll play it by ear, get Christmas out the way, and see what's what in the new year. But that is definitely something I would love to do. But yeah, so obviously, like I said, I am off today, obviously, and I'm off tomorrow. I've watched a couple of Christmas films already. I've watched, excuse me, I've watched three actually. I watched three Christmas films so far. I actually watched by accident. It was I think it was last Sunday when I saw Sam last. She was in Firestorm. So we watched Jingle All the Way, because that was on normal TV. It was on Channel 5, I believe. So I watched Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So that was the first Christmas film I watched, like the other week. And then I watched Miracle on 34th Street, the remake with Richard Attenborough. So I watched that. When did I watch that? A couple of days ago, I believe. Or was it last night? I can't remember now. Anyway, so that was the second one. The Miracle on 34th Street, the remake of Richard Attenborough. I watched that because it's one of my favourites, and it was also my mum's favourite Christmas film as well. And then the third film I watched last night, which was Red One, which with Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. So I never went to see it when it was in cinema, and to be honest, the trailer didn't really do much for me. So I didn't really bother going to see it when it was at cinema. But it's on Prime Video at the moment. Part of the subscription. So I watched it last night. So yeah, tonight I might watch maybe another favourite of mine. I don't know what yet, but I might watch tonight and tomorrow. I probably might watch some festive films and get caught up, just in case I don't have time to on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because it's going to be me, my dad, and Jackie, and it's going to be like whatever they want to watch more than what I want to watch. So while I've got the time to myself and everything, I'm going to watch the films that I love. I've always loved. So that's what I'm going to do tonight and tomorrow, I think. I also want to go to the cinema this weekend because there's a couple films out that I really want to see. And I haven't had a chance. I want to go and see Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because I've heard, compared to the first film that came out, it's actually pretty good. So I really want to check out Five Nights at Freddy's 2. If it's still out, that is, I think it is. And there's another film out as well, I believe. I'll have to check, but there's at least 2 films out I want to see. So yeah, so I might go into town. I might have a trip out tomorrow and go and see a couple films and maybe just chill out for a bit and get out the house. Besides going to work, I've still got some birthday money as well from my birthday that I've not yet spent. So I might take my birthday money into town and have a bit of shopping or whatever. See what happens. But anyway, so that is going to be the vlog today. It's a Yammer one again. Yes, there's nothing really exciting at the moment, but I'm in the dying embers of the Christmas festive rota at work. There's only literally 4 more days from when I go back to work on Sunday. There's literally just 4 days, and then we break off for Christmas, and I'm not in until I think it's the Monday after Christmas. So I literally have about 3 or 4 days off altogether, including Christmas Day. So obviously Christmas Day is day 1, and then obviously Boxing Day off, and then it's a weekend, and I believe we're back in on the Monday after Christmas. So I think altogether it adds up to like 4 days off over Christmas, which isn't bad really. It's quite nice. But yeah, and then that's that. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Again, I just want to say, if this happens to be the last vlog I upload, I'm just saying if it happens to be, if this vlog you're watching right now, hopefully, if this is the last vlog you see from me until Christmas, then I am just going to say quickly before I sign out, Merry Christmas to you all, or whatever it is you celebrate at this time of year, whether it's Hanukkah or what have you. So everybody that celebrates whatever it is that you celebrate around about this time of year, I hope you have a great time with family and friends. I hope you have a safe one. I hope you have a good time, a lot of happiness and laughter and fun and food and entertainment and films and what have you. I hope you have a great time over this festive season. I've got some stuff that I got from TF Nation back in August that needs a review. That is yet to be reviewed, so I'm going to get through a bit of my backlog, hopefully after Christmas. And then I've got some model kits that I've yet to build as well. Take care, and I will see you all. Have a great festive time with friends and family. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.